basically just like you normally would. The only difference is now you're on autopilot.
Well, I think one of the, if we really wanted to put this into a nutshell, and again, like the way you said that, we had some people here who called up and want to know how do you get an OLR. I think probably the BBSing community, and I'm sure this is true everywhere, but I'm not on everywhere. We're on here in Birmingham. Our community is probably, it has to be one of the finest I know, by virtue of the fact that we have some of the best people running these boards. We have some of the best users. Yeah, and users. We got great users. Now, if you have a question, if you're not sure, you log onto that board, find out how to leave mail. If you don't do anything else, find out how to leave a public message or a note to the SysOps.
There's usually a way to leave expressly a note to the SysOps. If you call the matrix and you can't figure out what you're doing, you get totally lost. I think there's a command up there on the menu for a comment to the SysOps.
And you just leave that comment and ask a question, and I promise you that I'll tell you what, if you call the matrix and you ask a question about anything, I don't care what, you want to find an OLR, you want to know about a certain educational program for your children, or whatever it happens to be, I promise you if you get any less than 5 answers, there's a problem. The board's been down too long. Because we have a good community. We have people who will jump up and give you more help, sometimes more help than you actually want. I've seen people ask one question and get 42 answers in one packet and just go, wait a minute, and get the same 42 answers. We got Jan from Forestdale. Jan, how you doing, huh? Yes, I know exactly who this is. How you doing? Well, I'll tell you what, we haven't slipped. We actually managed to read, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. For Jan, here's a tagline for you, because I know you don't use an OLR. So I'm going to give you this. Here's a perfect tagline. You ready for this? All right. I tried to draw a picture of my shadow, but it kept moving. There's your tagline, and I'm glad you called. And we haven't slipped. We haven't said any nasties. I don't think anyone's ready to call the FCC on us, even though they're probably leaning outside the window with their little noses squished up against the glass, just waiting for us to slip. We're waiting for Damien to slip. He looks much more devious than I do. His hair's longer than mine is. Okay. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And isn't it fun? I know you and I just recently met for the first time, having been talking on the boards for 2-3 months, I guess. And isn't it fun to meet people? After you spoke, there are people out here, Jimmy Pearson from Wichita, Kansas. I've been talking to Jimmy for years, literally years. And I will probably get to meet him this coming May for the first time. And it's just, to me, it's one of the biggest draws of BBS.
Okay, Jim, let's clarify something for people. One of the things we've been talking about is message bases and talking online. That's usually something that requires about a 24-hour turnaround for your answers and stuff. Jan is the Matrix's sys goddess. She is the chat line demon. You can usually find her online from what I understand, anywhere between 4 hours and 8 hours, and sometimes longer. Jan, you want to tell us a little bit about?
Yeah, and Jan started out by telling us that you're an addict.
Yeah.
Oh, now wait a minute. The first step is admitting your problem, and that assumes that you want to solve the problem. And I want to tell you right now, I've been in chat with you. I've met you personally. I don't want you solving the problem. You stay in addict. We like it that way. Jan, thanks for calling. We've got, yes. Well, I promise you, we're going to get to that before this is all over. At the same time, it's real-time chat. You get on there, and of course with the Matrix we have some 18-odd lines, and it is possible for 18 people to get into one conference and try to talk to each other all at once. And if you've ever been on a merry-go-round, you should try chatting with more than 4 or 5 people on a computer monitor. I promise you, you'll walk away dizzy. Dan, you're a sweetheart. We appreciate it. Thanks for calling. Bye.
546-14 before 6 o'clock. Damien Fury and Bob Crawford, special guest co-hosts of the last hour of the afternoon attitude adjustment here on 850 AM WYDE, where Rick Stone has a traffic report.
Remember that button? Yeah.
The yellow one is the twit button. Because if you forget to punch it and you say the wrong thing, you are a twit.
I see it. That's my definition.
Yeah.
See, I knew you needed to mention your here, Bob.
I was looking. I knew one of them was not punched because the speaker was still muted.
I saw Bob start to open his mouth, and I said, I'm sitting here reading the screen. I want to get that adult BBS. I don't know if I want to get that.
Okay, we'll come back. It's your turn to catch a call, so let's go ahead and get Bill and then come back to the adult.
Rick asked me if y'all seen the message. I said, yeah. The bottom one we're afraid to touch. Not afraid to touch it. I think I will say a little something.
It's a real hot potato stuff. You gotta stay in.
Stop set 2:30.
Stop set is commercial break. Not exactly sure where that came from. Just part of the park.
Yeah.
They
almost have your own language.
Yeah, well, there's a sort of a negative attitude toward commercials. So the program stops for the commercials. It stops. You've got a set of commercials that runs 2.5.
I don't think I want this job. I get upset when I spend 2.5 to 3 hours a day on the phone. Just very much talk about getting into the matrix. And since I know Bill, you're going to bring Bill in, right? You can cut Bill short, it won't matter.
If you own or operate a business, you know that the quality of the employees working together as a team is essential to continue.
Wild Bill Lassiter. Haven't seen any messages from him lately. Talked to him, I met him, yeah, he's called me on the show a couple of times, and I've read a few of his messages, but yeah, I haven't seen anything from him lately.
You run out of time, I may have to knock him back.
Oh. Hadn't thought about it. I mean, 3 others who were there a lot who haven't shown up much lately. Jonathan Whitman, did somebody piss him off? Scott Fletcher.
Scott Larks most of the time. He's still there. Yeah, well, Scott's the other way around. If he comes out of the woodwork, something's happening.
Yeah. He was pretty active there for a while. I mean, not like a Tommy Usher scale.
You'll notice that a lot of it is this kind of
Minutes before 6 o'clock on 8:50 a.m. WIDE. The radio debut continues for 2 of the most notorious residents of cyberspace, Damien Fury and Bob Crawford. Damien.
We got Wild Bill from Southside on the phone. Wild, what's up?
Oh my God. Hey, buddy, what's going on? Well,
We're okay.
Damien, stop shaking, so everything's fine now.
Well, I'm wearing my jacket now. It's cold in here.
That helps. It's nothing like a trio. Well, that works. Hey, listen, now we appreciate that because that shows a lot of effort and forethought.
And that's exactly the sort of thing most of us do anyway. So
right. And if they catch up to you, we'll be sure and send cigarettes and things. I see. Well, I'll tell you that now. I know you usually have a little gem or two, and I wanted to, as soon as we saw this on the screen here, I wanted to come back, and I've got a tagline for you. Are you ready for this tagline? Don't fight with ugly people; they have nothing to lose. a hat